Hey everyone, and welcome to this multi-packed episode. Now, a little promo I did didn't go anywhere. So gotta test this. Work on a myth. See, what can really work. And today is also Mario Day. It's time to celebrate 40 years of Super Mario. And I've got a collection. Now, growing up in the 90s, where Mario had like a bit of a revamp with the Super Nintendo, and also, Mario Brothers 3 was out in 89, 1990, and elsewhere. So, growing up with Super Mario All-Stars was great. Like, it's got the original, then it's got Mario Brothers 2, which originally was Doki Doki Panic, and the Lost Levels, which is the original Mario Brothers 2, but that was dubbed Too Difficult. And then it's got, mostly everyone's favorite, Super Mario Brothers 3. There's another version with Super Mario World, even though that was released by itself. And that is a phenomenal game. But Mario Brothers 3, it's still my favorite. I do love Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario World, the original 2, the one where you can play as any of the 4 characters. The Lost Levels, yeah, it's challenging. It's pretty cool, but that would be my least favorite. And then, how can you forget Super Mario Kart? After this, all major game franchises did a kart game. There's Crash Team, Nitro Kart, Sonic had one, and they just varied. And we got Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which is awesome, with Captain Lou Albano as Mario. Great cartoon, great theme song. And then, of course, we had Super Mario World, the cartoon. There was Super Mario Brothers 3 as well. And they were great to watch. One came out in the 80s, one came out in the 90s. It was super sweet. Then Super Mario 64, where the myth that Luigi was unlockable. And so many people said, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. He never was. But the DS version, he was playable, as was Yoshi and Wario. And Mario Kart 64, really cool. We can't forget about the original movie, which has a number of game moments and references. And then, a couple of years ago, we got this one. And the sequel's out next year. This was awesome. Mario's great. I have a boot. Now, what other myths of Mario are there? Lots of secret worlds and unlockables. Yes, but they're not all myths. They are true. Like the secret toad houses, the third flute in World 2. You just gotta go right, all the way to the right. Top, you break that rock, you battle some fire brothers, then you get into the mushroom house, and you get you get an item, and you get the flute with the fire brush. And another thing, which is crazy, the cover of the original Mario game, well, the original Mario Brothers, he's falling in a lava pit. Like, hey, here's our mascot in this new game, but he's about to get game over. Did they not see this? For years, people were wondering what's happening, but he's falling in a lava pit. That's crazy. Also as crazy as what's going to happen. Hey, so, I know you're probably wondering what's with this angle. Well, you gotta try something new every once in a while. So, how you going? Now, I know this episode could be a bit of a mess, but that's the thing you gotta work with. You know, you gotta look through a whole lot of stuff to find that gem. And when you got that idea, you get something crazy. Something new, something different. And it doesn't matter if you don't like it. If you do, that's great. And I'll keep providing this new concept. You know, I'm feeling super today. Like a superhero. It's not like I got any powers or anything. But I do feel good. So that's why I'm gonna bust out a couple of things for you. Now, of course I could have done a in-camera effect, but I thought I'll take a step back and let you know about a couple of things, like some of my favorite things of MythBusters. Now, I'm grappling on the idea of why they didn't tackle wrestling. Way back then, they could have really gripped and slammed out a special on wrestling. Because wrestling has, like, one of the biggest myths of all. Is it fake? Is it real? Well, it's a mix. The damage each wrestler gives to another and takes has been well documented. Beyond the Mat, Battle of the Territories, Dark Side of the Ring. The Wrestler even showed you. Watch any of those and you will see the hurt and the pain both the men and women have to tolerate when they step in that ring, when they fight around it, when they go backstage. Yes, much of the items used today are fully propped. But back then, the chairs were actual metal folding chairs. The ladders were aluminium. They were soon changed. So it got safer. It got more plastic production. You know, oh, we gotta be friendly in this. Like the Attitude Era was the last great era. The 80s, that's when they had the heart of it. The 70s were the real tough men. The 60s was sort of like a turn. And 50s way back to when it started. Oh yeah. There wasn't any soap opera about it. Because it was a tough man competition. And the MythBusters, the whole team were tough. Like, back in 2003, Jamie and Adam could have taken a few bumps. Adam probably would have taken the most of it, and Jamie would have done like the chair shot and everything. Like, if they could come back and do this special, they could have two wrestlers who are the same height, same weight, but younger because Jamie and Adam will be taking a risk. They could reunite with Carrie and Tony. Rest in peace, Grant and Jess. And yeah, like just Jamie and Adam can be there witnessing everything. You know, they can witness a knife edge chop, which do hurt. They can see all the action. They can see how everything's prepared. Well, yeah, taking all the bumps. Going from the top straight to the floor. Going off the scaffolding. There's no faking of that. Yes, there have been a few exposed shots of crash mats and everything, but going through a table, even falling off a ladder, there's still a lot of stuff that hurts. You can see the pain in their eyes, and when they are phoning it in or whatnot, yeah, you can tell. Like, watch the interviews. Watch the Dr. D, David Schultz interview, because when you say that stupid line, wrestling is fake, a wrestler will hit you 100%. They won't hold back. They will slug you. Watch the interview with Vader. You know, some wrestlers, they just wave it off, but others, you don't get so lucky. So respect them. Don't even say that line, because you will get hurt. Some wrestlers will take you aside and go, look, I got a broken neck from a botched pile driver. My shoulder dislocated getting German suplexed. My knee blew out. They will tell you everything. So there's an art to it. It's like magic. You see some tricks and you're like, how was that done? I should know how that was done. But there's no answer. But yeah, like open hand slap. That's what they do. Wrestle punch. Some say, oh, it's like that. No. Like they do it in such a way, like that's it. And then you gotta sell it. If you don't sell it, unless you're a 7 foot, 500 monster machine, you know, of course there's no effect. But if you're an everyday guy, oh, there you go, on the chin. That's how it is. But sometimes, if they don't like a person, they will let loose on the guy. Like, they will just go at it. Daniel Pewter. So yeah. Thumbs up if you like the new look. Thumbs down if you don't. Tell me. Do you want this? Back to basics? Or I'll take your suggestion on board. So, yeah. You got the drift. If you like the new look, say so. If you don't, yeah, let us know. I can go back to basics this year. Recommend a new look if you can think of one. And I'll scare you later.